you know, people who in the room who know I do Facebook, the thing that will drive me over the edge is when people start posting stuff that is designed to humiliate children, you know, in the name of parenting, which I find just unconscionable. And the ways in which we say, well, I was beat within an inch of my life and I survived, you know, as an excuse for abusing children, because it is abuse. For me, that's one example of what I mean by everydayness. Like I have in my head this notion that if a child doesn't want to be hugged by you, you don't hug that child. Because everybody deserves their bodily integrity. They should not be forced to hug you because you're bigger than them. Because that's what that is. So that's an example for me.
No, I don't think I need to name another one. I think that's a very good one. But let me give another example. In my own day-to-day as a dean, one of the things I promised the faculty was transparency. For a whole host of reasons I will not go into this morning, but it was an important thing to promise. There are some days I wish I had not made that promise. But what I realized, and I have kept it, though I just sort of kicked myself, but what I have found is that working through telling the truth and being honest, and also in some cases holding confidentiality, which can be a very delicate balancing act, has moved the faculty forward in learning how to be a faculty that is beginning to trust each other. And just doing that on a day-by-day basis, even on those days when I don't want to, is something that I have found has been so important for leading a group. And particularly a group where the majority of, although we got a whole bunch of black folk on our faculty, we're still not the majority. And so I'm working with white males, white females, Asian, Latino, Latina. It's a diverse faculty. So dynamics of race and racism, gender, sexism, heterosexism, homophobia, they're all present. But if I can be as transparent as possible and live into that, then it works better.
One of the things that preachers say often to me, well, first of all, they'll say things to me like, oh, you're so brave, you're so courageous, you'll say anything. That's not true. I won't say anything, although I'll push the boundaries on what I will say. But what I hear them saying is they are afraid to speak truth in the pulpit. Now, their reasons for this are many. One is people don't want to hear it, which I think is kind of unfair to the people, that we don't give people an opportunity to actually engage truth in a very specific way that's not just a trope they've always heard. And two, I think it is the fear of what truth we might have to tell ourselves. So my mother is my favorite, my mother's my favorite theologian. May she rest in peace. I quoted her last night of saying, tell yourself the truth even if you're planning on lying to everybody else. But the other thing she used to say to us all the time is, if it doesn't come out straight, it will come out straight. Yeah. So talk about the ethics of, you said integrity, and I think people still, and I'm thinking about this room, still may need to think with you about how does that show up in the preaching? So what's the difference between bleeding on the people and sort of this kind of integrity in the pulpit? Did you get my question? Okay.
I think
think I do.